jumping back into A Link to the Past right now. Put up some shorts earlier about, stuff in films. Texas Chainsaw Massacre debuted on this day in 1986. It's insane to think that film is, I'm not a math person, help me out here, 38 years old. My dad used to rent that for us at 7-Eleven when 7-Eleven used to have videos for rent. Fun bit of trivia. Yeah, that's probably not my favorite horror movie, but one of them. It's just super entertaining. I think a lot of the black comedy from that movie, there's a lot of black comedy in the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but it goes over the top in the second film. I think it's a product of the 80s for sure. Everything was really over the top in the 80s. Films, music, celebrities. So yeah, they amped up the black comedy, which I've always been a huge fan of dark comedy. So yesterday I was doing a playthrough of A Link to the Past, and we went to the Eastern Castle and got the Pendant of Courage. Now, the village elder is going to tell me more about the story that I'm not going to read, because I think we all know how this game plays out. I love putting on turbo and then he does a little dance. Putting on turbo and then hitting the run button. So now we could sprint. As I was saying in prior streams, it's in every game. Understandably, you start off super underpowered, and as you progress, you get more and more power-ups. The game would be fun, but it wouldn't be rewarding if you started out being able to one-hit everything. It's like when you put on Game Genie or something and you start off with, infinite lives or energy or something. It's fun for a little while, but then you're just kind of like, meh. I used to do that with Turok on GameCube. Turok, I think it was Turok Evolution. I think. I was just having like infinite ammo and just spray everybody down. Minigun with the minigun. Yeah, part of the fun is, growing stronger with time. It's like going to the gym, you get stronger over time. But this game, it's a lot harder than I remembered. Plus, I just think you're better at video games when you're younger. Some of us, at least. I know, for me, for sure. Because I used to be able to beat this game in an afternoon, and now I'm having trouble with the most simple of enemies. Nice. Gotta keep this. Gotta keep the bow and arrow. Just what I needed. Just what I needed. keep that shit. Actually have an empty house for once. Family went to Sesame Place. I couldn't go today because I have a dentist appointment later, but adulting, not fun. Gotta keep my eye on the clock. I got enough time. I got plenty of time. Dentist not until 3. But I also wanted to squeeze the gym in there as well. Seeing some progress. So I want to keep the momentum going. Gotta improve my diet. Cut down on my stomach. Because it's like, I have a really weird build to where, and especially with age, getting a little bit older, it's hard to keep fat off. So it's like, if I want to gain muscle, as you know, you gotta eat. And if you eat, then you gotta make sure you eat the right things, because you'll get a little chunky. So bulking is tough. It's like my shoulders grow, and so does my stomach and my love handles. So it's tough, man. If you don't have good genetics, it's very hard to build muscle and lose fat. I'm not like super diet minded. I don't eat horrible. Like I don't eat fast food at all. I haven't eaten fast food in almost 20 years. I like to eat salads, eggs, protein, white rice. Not too much, obviously. I don't eat candy. I don't really eat sweets at all. But yeah, I'm just, out of my 2 other siblings, I'm definitely the most chubby. My sister is very toned and muscular. My brother's got like huge muscles. He could eat anything and not get fat, whereas I just eat a little bit. Like when I went on vacation, I was just, vacation mode. You want to eat. Still worked out on vacation. Still lifted, walked a lot because it was in the mountains of Colorado. And when I came back, my friggin' pants, my jeans were tight. Being back for a couple weeks, I'm finally starting to like stop being so bloated. But yeah, anything with like a lot of sodium or sugar just makes me blow up real fast. So I have to do super high intensity workouts like Muay Thai, kickboxing, boxing, HIIT training. Thing is though, that's one of those things that you just have to keep your momentum going, because once you stop, it's so freaking hard to go back. I stopped going probably 3-4 years ago, and I put on 30 pounds like immediately. Definitely in better shape than most people, but wanting to settle for that. I want to be in I want to be in my best shape. When you become a dad, it's very hard to get to the gym. You have to center your entire life around fitness and training if you want to keep going. At one point, I signed up for NASM, for certified personal trainer certificate, but I just was working so much that I really just slacked up on it. It's my own fault. I gotta at some point re-sign up for that and actually get it done, because where I'm working at, you know, I'm obviously not looking to leave because I get paid a lot. No, I wouldn't say a lot, a decent amount. Definitely make more money. But it wouldn't be bad to get some bread on the side. Yeah, just do personal training. A couple hours a week here and there. You gotta have, because you just have to have a side hustle at this point. Everything is so friggin' expensive. And plus, it's just fulfilling to do something you actually like. Like, my job is cool. I get a lot of exercise there. Not a lot of job satisfaction. It's obviously not my dream job and by any stretch. But it pays the bills, like I said. Ooh, how do you walk into that, dum-dum? Whoop. Fuck. I forgot. I need the book. Forgot I had a ferry in there. Could have easily just started up from the house. Yeah. Now what I was saying is, you have to do something where you have some degree of satisfaction. Pretty much why I'm doing this channel. Definitely missed the boat on streaming and making videos when I was younger. If this stuff was around when early to mid 90s, where, I was younger and pretty much just doing nothing but playing video games. Don't get me wrong, I went outside a lot as a kid, rode my bike and shit like that, played sports, but I always loved video games. Super Nintendo is probably my all-time go-to, or it definitely is. Missed the boat big time. But everything works out for a reason. Probably would have never left the house if I was just streaming all the time as a kid. Would have never got any coochie. Very important stuff. So now, I remember when I was younger and I first played this, it took me so long to figure this out, that you needed that book to translate whatever it is, that the thing in the desert. It's like a Rosetta Stone kind of thing. Do this one palace, and then I'm gonna go to the gym, get my swole on, then leave for the dentist. Not looking forward to getting this cavity filled. It's another thing, you must take care of your teeth. Another thing about genetics, I don't know what it is, but I will brush, floss, use mouthwash 3 times a day, and I still get cavities. So, boo-hoo. Shit happens. You know what they say about shit? It happens. Out of all the series and movies that are made, all the video games that are made into series and movies, I'm surprised Zelda has never... Zelda, Metroid, Castlevania. Castlevania, the first iteration was fantastic. The new season that came out, I did not watch, for obvious reasons. Too much social commentary. Like, bro. Not following the story at all. Like, what's the point? Just placating one. Instead of telling the story as it was in the games, you're trying to placate one small segment of the audience, and it's like, if you want to do that, make your own IP. Like, I'm sure if they made a Zelda series or film, like, Link would be gay, they would race swap every character. Again, I have nothing against that. Nothing against, you know, gay people or people of color, but when they start when they shoehorn in things for their narrative, that, I don't know, that just kind of changes, fundamentally changes the IP. Like, there's plenty of people of color that I think are fantastic. Like Richard Pryor, fantastic. Right? Jonathan Majors is a fantastic actor. Go with something more current. Don Cheadle's a great actor. Terrence Howard's a great actor. But it's like, if it's that serious, create your own IP. Nothing wrong with that. Ripley is Ripley from the Alien universe. Strong female lead. They didn't have to have like a high five, hashtag girl power moment. She just was what she was, a strong female character. Or Samus, same thing. We didn't know it was a female at first, but when we realized, we're like, oh shit, it's a girl. It's a girl. Like, cool. It just comes off as disingenuous, and I think honestly think it's detrimental to those communities because you're basically kind of like placating and treating them like children. It's like, okay, here you go, here's your trophy. I don't think that's empowering at all. I think it's empowering to create your own intellectual property, and then it gets popular by its own merit. Fuck. I thought where there's the switch here. Lasers. Give me the money, Lebowski. It's giving me magic. I don't have any. Yeah, I don't have the big key yet. Try to isolate some sound bites for later because I'm not trying to stir shit up, but I want to put my opinions out there as well. I think free speech is free speech. I haven't watched it, but I'm hearing like more and more people are saying The Boys show is kind of like, it's getting like that now, where they're just, I don't know. Changing it to suit a certain narrative, which is kind of ass. I only watched a few episodes. I don't know, that show is kind of like, it's like an edgelord show to me. It's for like corny dudes to be like, oh man, I am so Homelander. That's literally me. Like, no, you're a fucking dork. Ew. Honestly, thought I could block fireballs with the shield, but it's the red shield. I need the red shield. Fuck. This is the wrong way. Bring up my map, my goddamn map. Yeah, if you like the Boys, that's your prerogative. I don't get shitty on people who like what they like. I don't know. First few episodes were good, and then it just got old on me. It's not like I was expecting something different. I got what I expected out of it, but it got stale really fast. Power glove. No glove, no love. You could shoot me through these bottles. Of course. Video game logic. Woo! Woo woo! This song always reminded me of this softcore porn that came on one time super late at night, where these two people are like, they're banging in the bushes or something like that, and then the guy has a heart attack and dies. And then they're trying to figure out what happened to him. It's like one of those late night HBO shows. He's like sucking on her titties, and all of a sudden he just has a heart attack and dies, and she starts screaming. Oof, oof, oof. Butt shots. Ooh. Give me that shit. Give me some fairy punani. Give me that shit. Yo, that shit gotta be juicy than a motherfucker. The fairy poon. Bet you fairies give that shit up. Oh yeah, you can still hit me. Gotta be the right angle. That's what she said. Kimi. Let me see. 28 minutes in. This is one of those fucking torch puzzles that I hate. Because your timing has to be freaking perfect on these things. Or is it? I lied. I'm telling you, this freaking controller blows. At some point I gotta stop bitching about it and actually get a new controller. Come on, One-Eye Willie. Like this, something so simple and it's obvious as hell, but once you unlock it, very satisfying. Wall slides out, reveals. Now why would these things be locked in this room? These sandworms, if you will. Timing has to be a little bit better than that. registering a hit there. Oh, there you go. Oop. Gotta be a little quicker with your fingers. Yeah, give me that fairy dust. Sprinkle some of that shit on me. I think you can only hit them once when they're in the air. Fuck. Fucking worms. Got him. What I like about these original Zelda games, they're just simple but effective. Like, Breath of the Wild just seems way too friggin' gimmicky. What was I about to say? Got him. You're gonna start right on top of me, don't you? You're gonna be kicking up the most dust. Got him! Oh, we killed each other. But I got a fairy, and you don't. Okay, second palace down. Should have done that quicker, but it is what it is. Gotta go to the North Palace. That's it for today. Gotta go to that North Palace, then we gotta get the Master Sword, and then we could start wrecking shit. Thank you guys. I'll post this to YouTube shortly. Have a great day.